Hey, welcome. Today I want to talk about the how-to of healing, and I want to share as an example how alcoholism and cigarette smoking left me in a moment 21 years ago, and the desire has never returned. So thank you for watching. I'm Lisanatoli. I'm a teacher of A Course in Miracles and non-duality. I teach about healing and consciousness, and every Tuesday I post a video here on this YouTube channel. So if you like what you hear and see here, I invite you to subscribe and also to share it with your friends and family. So I've been super fascinated with the idea of healing and how healing works forever, like since I was a child, really. And I've read every book on healing. I've studied how Jesus is healing. I mean, if you look at a guy like Jesus, he wasn't doing anything. He was being the self. He was being I am. And healing happened around him. He didn't give formulas or steps. He didn't give mantras or positive affirmations. He wasn't aligning chakras. He wasn't telling people to change their mind. He wasn't telling them any of that for healing. It just was happening. It's just like that he showed up, and people were just walking and being raised from the dead and being healed of all sorts of different things. So I've always been fascinated by that. And if you've watched my channel, you know that I talk a lot about welcoming and being at peace with what is. And that's a huge piece of healing, is to stop trying to heal. And I go very much in detail about it in the Healing Cure, an online program that I created. But I thought for today I would just give a little story that illustrates one place it worked for me, and that is with alcoholism. So I started drinking when I was in high school. I was just this super fun party girl. You know, in the beginning, it's not a problem. You know, I just drinking all the time and having fun with my friends and smoking cigarettes. But it came to a place in my 20s where it became a problem. I saw that this is not good, you know. I didn't want to drink. I kept trying for 5 years to stop drinking. And for whatever reason, it didn't occur to me to join Alcoholics Anonymous. I just kept trying to do it on my own, and I would pour bottles of vodka down the drain, and I'd make these huge declarations I was never drinking again. I'd rip up my cigarettes and douse them in water and throw them in the garbage, because I knew if I didn't douse them in water, I'd go dig them out, you know, in a couple of hours. So for 5 years, I tried to quit drinking and to stop smoking. And it was just, you know, for me, it was personal. I just didn't want to do it. I didn't care what anyone else did. But I saw, like, I don't want to live this life. I don't want to be a drinker. I don't want to wake up hungover. And I don't want to always be thinking, how can I get to the liquor store? And how can I get cigarettes? And how can I go smoke a cigarette? And so I tried all these different things, and nothing was working. And I remember being so frustrated, and I came to a place where I just said, okay, I'm a drinker. I'm a drinker and I'm a smoker, and I'm just gonna always be a drunk. You know, I'm always gonna be a drinker, and I'm gonna die as a drinker. And of course, I had a story running at that time, you know, I'll be alone. Like I saw myself as just being alone and sad and drinking, and that's just how my life was going to go. And at the time, I actually had quit drinking for several months at a time. There were periods during those 5 years when I wouldn't drink. But during that time, I was always thinking about it. I was always thinking I want to drink. So in there, I really came to peace with it. I said, okay, I'm just just going to be drunk. I'm just going to be a sad old drunk, and that's just how it is. And shortly after that, I went on a spiritual retreat, and it was a 30-day spiritual retreat for an academy for A Course in Miracles. And one of the rules there, when you get there on the first day, is you make a commitment: no drinking, no smoking, and no eating meat. And they have you sign a commitment form. Like, there's an admissions office, and you have to agree that you're not going to drink, smoke, take drugs, or eat meat while you're there. And I was like, oh yeah, 30 days, no problem. And I knew I could not drink, smoke, do drugs, or eat meat for 30 days. So I signed on the dotted line, and I thought I'll pick it up later. I'll pick it up in 30 days from now. And this was in March 2001. It just disappeared. I never, ever thought of having a drink or a cigarette ever again. It just disappeared. I didn't try to heal it. I didn't do anything. It just did. And I didn't realize that it had disappeared till like a year later. Like, it disappears so completely that you forget about it even. It was just like, oh. And I truly believe that in that story is the formula for healing, is where you come to peace with what is. You're not struggling anymore. You're not efforting. You're not doing. You're not beating yourself up for not healing or for being the way you are. It's like you start to just love what is and be at peace with what is. Like, I came to peace with that. Like, okay, I'm just always going to be a drinker. I didn't want to. Deep in my heart, I wanted to not have to pick up that bottle, but I just felt like I can't do it. So I guess this is just the way it is. And it's been that way with me with the physical symptoms. It's just been really interesting to see there is patterns where you just can love where you are. To me, that's the whole formula. It's just really being what you are, which is pure love, and not fighting yourself anymore. So I did want to share that story, and just you look at any of the Bible stories, and it's like the person transforms. The metaphysics of it is that the person you were cannot be found anymore. That alcoholic, she's nowhere to be found. And I've been around alcohol. I ran a bed and breakfast 10 years into no drinking, where I served it. I lived in a house where it was always in the house. I could have easily gone and gotten a drink. I didn't want it. It would almost be as if you were saying, there's Clorox in the cupboard. You can have a cup whenever you want. To be like, no, thank you. I don't want it. I remember going to France, and many of the people there, they want you to drink the wine that came out of their vineyards. And I remember I saying, no, thank you. And they would say, you have to drink it. You can't say no. And it was like, no, thank you. I don't want it. And so that is how the healing happens. It's like something leaves you and you don't know how it happens. So I thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. I love you.